What's going on, everybody? Washington here, back with another figure to review. And for this review, we're going to be reviewing another McFarlane figure. And this is another DC Multiverse from the Endless Winter. This one happens to be Batman. He's the second figure from the collective build figure wave, the Frost King. As you can see in the window box, you can see the figure exposed along with some accessories and the build collective build pieces that we're going to see in a little bit. Down in the box, you see the DC Multiverse logo, the character Batman. You see the collective build, the Frost King, and this is the second figure out of four. And on the side, you see the DC Multiverse, Batman, Justice League, Endless Winter, McFarlane Toys. The other side as well, DC Multiverse, Batman, McFarlane Toys. The bottom of the box, you just see the barcode and the serial number, and then you get the license by Warner Bros. And then DC Comics. Or just DC actually. Top of the box it shows that it's 22 points of articulation, McFarlane Toys, and the 12 ages and up. And the back of the box you see a good looking picture of the character, the Frost King, with and the package. The second package of this wave is Batman, which comes included the two arms and the sword of Frost King. And down the bottom, you see the list of the four figures of this line, starting from Wonder Woman to Black Adam. The second one we're going to look at is Batman. Then the third one's going to be Green Lantern, and Black Adam as the last one. So yeah, let's take him out of his box so we can have a closer look at him. Okay, here we have the figure. I'm gonna start out with a measurement tape, and this Batman measures up. Uh, by the head, it's actually like 7 inches and a quarter, and by the ears, turns out to be like 7 inches and a half, like 19 centimeters. And yeah, this is the Batman from the Endless Winter Batman. And yeah, I mean, like, I gotta love how the coat, it looks nice, how the texture it is, and it's also flexible. It's like you see the Batman symbol, you just open it up, and you just see the whole Batman symbol right there on the chest. That's really nice. And yeah, I mean, look at the gauntlets. Gauntlets are nicely done, flexible, good too. I don't understand why the utility belt's on the outside. Well, it should be on the inside. I mean, I don't know what the hell happened there. I mean, it's kind of goofy. Yeah. And it's also not removable. It's actually attached to the waist. Some parts looks like it can be removable. And but yeah, I mean, this utility belt should be on the inside, not the outside. It's really goofy. And this part's right here also nicely flexible, so that way it doesn't limit any articulation, which is good. I like the shin guards. It's nicely done, nicely sculpted, nicely painted, and also the knee pads. Knee pads are looking nice, and those are some huge, giant ball pants right there. Those are big. What the heck? Yeah, they're too notorious too as well. And also the shoulder pads on this guy are really flexible, which is great. That way, there's no limitation there too. And obviously in the cowl, he's got the face covering because he's the setting takes place where there's a very low temperature. So obviously he's got to cover his whole face. You don't want to catch a cold or anything from breathing all that cold air. Like me right now, I got a little cold for being outside and breathing that cold air. Yeah, it's not fun. And yeah, look at the goggles. The goggles, they're obviously you can see the ice right through them. And yeah, for those of you who thought that the goggles are not removable, you can't. I just had to force them a little bit, but looks like they were not meant to be removed, as you just see the mark right there. So yeah, they were not supposed to be removed. But either way, mine came out a little loose, so that's what I was able to pull them out. But either way, just like put them right back in there and like, or just put them over his eyes right there. But either way, yeah, maybe just have them back in their place so that way the figure doesn't look like there's something missing in there. And for accessories, they were obviously a little bit more generous with this one than the previous figure. We got six figures, six accessories in total. Well, including the goggles that I took out, so there's seven accessories in total. One of them is this batarang with this little red dot in the middle. Obviously, it's one of those red, those what's it called, those batarangs that he throws, and then it has that bomb detonating when it's like red and it's like beating. Obviously, it's gonna explode. Probably throw it at some ice where it breaks through some ice or something like that. And then we have these giant sword, translucent plastic. You can see right through it, and quite bendable too as well. Nicely soft. Obviously, this one is for the Frost King. I mean, it's almost as tall as Batman, so but either way, he can still hold it in both hands. And why? Simple, because he's Batman. Another accessory turns out that this is base stand with a single peg and the DC logo on the bottom, and nothing on the back. Then we got these two arms from the Frost King, all this huge bubbly arms, and obviously these huge shoulder pads. One of them has a bigger ice pick, or yeah, bigger chunk of ice, like spiked up on the left arm, and the right arm. It looks like he's got some, I don't know, some hair or some fur right there coming out of this shoulder pad. Don't know exactly what's going on there, but yeah. Oh yeah, and this one actually has got more fur, more hair on this gauntlet here, and this one he's got some ice. So yeah, kind of like a little pattern right there. You see, one of them's got fur on the shoulder pad, one's got fur on the gauntlet, and the forearm. The other one's got ice instead. Kind of like trade. Yeah. And last but not least, obviously the trading card with the action figure instead of the comic. And one thing, this one comparing to the previous figure, obviously this one is actually that same figure. Obviously, there's not a lot of difference except for this color scheme of the belt. But obviously, this is a photo shoot, so obviously they're gonna do some editing to make it look even much nicer. But yeah, and obviously in the back side you see the data file. If y'all want to read that, feel pause and read it if you like. If you don't know who the hell Batman is, man, you've been living under a cave. Yeah, but either way, feel free to pause it and read it. Funny that I'm talking about a cave when Batman actually his lair is on a bat cave. Fucking stupid. Obviously, this Batman comes with both gripping hands. He can hold the batarang with his right and left hand too. But yeah, for articulation, obviously this Batman's head is on the ball peg, so he can turn all the way to full 360, and he obviously can tilt side to side. For ranging up, it's about this much. Some limitation because of the code here. And then for looking down about this range, very limited. See a little gap right there. I don't like that too much, so may try to force it either, because obviously that pec is snapping. You don't want to do that. Hell no. And like I said before, these little shoulder pads are really flexible, really nice, really flexible. I really like them, so that way they don't, limit any articulation for the extension of the arms, full and a good rotation, and it's got, yeah, you see a little butterfly joint right there. That's pretty good. And you got some swivel on the biceps. That's nice. Swivel on the biceps, double hinge on the elbows. There's no rotation on the forearm. So there's some rotation on the wrist. You can hinge up and down as well. And obviously there's some articulation on the torso there, but due because of this jacket, yeah, it's a little hard to show you that there is. And also that swivel on the waist as well too. And damn, how the hell does this? I mean, it bothers me seeing the utility belt like on the outside. Look, I'm almost snapping it off. I mean, yeah, it's supposed to be on the inside, better than the outside, but yeah, it looks kind of a little goofy. Either way, it's kind of look like a Batman that is like snow skiing, or ice skiing or something like that. Yeah, that's what makes him a little goofy. I remember the Canner Batmans. These had like a lot of variations of those Batmans. One was like, for example, the snow skiing or the pilot or the scuba diving or yeah, there were many variations of those Batmans. There were like these little 5-inch Batmans. They're like really small, and like there was like so many variations of them. This is like back in the '90s, so this one gives me like a nostalgic moment right there, seeing a variation of Batman like this, and yeah. But anyways, back to the articulation. You got some uh, joints on the crutch right there, so you can have a good kicking range. Extension on the legs, that's always good. Thanks to the code here, is cooperating with us, so it doesn't limit any articulations. So that's always good. And there's always that double hinge on the knees. See those knee pads right there, and you got that ball joint on that ankle. It's used for rotation, nice rotation, nice hinge up and down, and you got that little hinge on the toe right there. The two pec holes where you can put them on the base stand, and yeah. But yeah, for comparative size, here you see him with the Batman from DC Collectibles, 6 inches and a half from the animated series, and here you see him with an Adam West Batman, 6 inches from Mattel. Here you see him with a 7 inch and a half Batman from the Dark Knight Returns, and a 7 inch Batman from Mattel, also from the Dark Knight Returns. Here you see him with another more McFarlane Batmans, 7 inches and a half. From Marvel Legends, here you see him with two 6-inch Wolverines, both figures from Hasbro. Two 7-inch Luchadors from Jazzware. Here you see him with two 6-inch and a half DBZ figures from Dragon Stars. From the Alien franchise, here you see him with Amanda Ripley, 7 inches, and Alan Dutch Schaefer, 7 inches, both figures from NECA. Two 9-inch Xenomorphs, both figures from NECA. And of course, one 9-inch AVP Predator and one 8-inch and a half Predator, both figures from NECA. So yeah, what do you guys think of this figure? Would you add him to your Batman collection? Would you collect the whole series? And what do you think of this figure? Let me know in the comments below. If you like this videos, give it a like, and if you subscribe, that would also help the channel a lot. And if you guys want to see me complete the whole series, we're already down two. We need two more figures to review, so that way we can complete the figure Frost King. We already got the two arms, and obviously we already got the torso. So all we need is just the head, and then the two legs, and obviously the cape too. So yeah, let me know what you guys think. Would you add this Batman to your Batman collection? To me, I'm a Batman fan for like since I was very very little, and yeah, I mean every variation of Batman always brings my attention, and I would always, I'm always happy to always add another Batman to my Batman collection, no matter what manufacturer it is, whether it's Kenner, McFarlane, Masco, DC Collectibles, or DC something. But either way, thank you guys for watching. If you made it this far, thank you guys for watching, and I'll be doing some more reviews, and I'll be seeing you guys next time.